The Bowery is one of Manhattan's oldest streets and neighborhoods, with a history that spans centuries and mirrors New York City's profound transformation. Now, the Bowery began as a Native American trail running north to south across the island. It was used for trade, travel, and cultural gatherings long before European settlers even arrived. In the early 1600s, Dutch settlers adopted the trail for their farms, hence the name Bowery, which is a Dutch word for farm. The area became home to some of the first freed enslaved people in New York, and Peter Stuyvesant, the last Dutch governor of New Amsterdam, retired to an estate right here. Now, the Bowery was part of the Boston Post Road and developed into a lively corridor with farms, estates, taverns, and luscious markets. My favorite fact about the Bowery is that during the Revolutionary War, George Washington and his troops famously marched down the Bowery after recapturing the city from the British. By the late 18th and early 19th century, the Bowery was lined with grand mansions and theaters. It became New York City's first theater district and a hub for entertainment with very famous venues such as the Bowery Theater. The influx of immigrants in the mid to late 1800s changed the Bowery forever, bringing tenement houses, cheap lodging, and even flip houses. The area became infamous for its street gangs such as the Bowery Boys. It was kind of filthy. It had brothels, pawn shops, crazy nightlife. Became notorious and had a reputation for Skid Row. It was also called the Thieves' Highway in the early 20th century. However, by the late 1940s to the 1970s, the Bowery became synonymous with poverty, homelessness, and social ills. Home to the Bowery Bums and countless missions offering aid to the destitute right here in New York City. However, in recent decades, the Bowery has undergone significant gentrification, transforming into a vibrant district with upscale restaurants, luxury hotels, yet it retains its historic architecture and gritty authenticity, surrounded by neighborhoods such as Soho, Chinatown, and Manhattan's Lower East Side. The Bowery's trajectory from Native Trail to Dutch Farm Road, Elegant Boulevard, Entertainment Mecca, and Skid Row. Now finally, urban trendy oasis, if you could call it that, captures the dramatic and continual evolution of New York City itself. And on today's walking tour, we're going to be doing a complete and total walk of the Bowery in New York City. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is now the corner of Bowery and Hester Street, and you'll be able to see some of the brand new hotels and restaurants that have been built right here on the Bowery. This is 89 Bowery Street. You'll see a lot of new restaurants, shops, mom and pop businesses, pharmacies, and even hotels opening all along the side of here. But it also has its problems. The Bowery still has its issues with homelessness and the like, but the neighborhood has seen so much and it's really come a long way. And I think it has a lot more to go over the next coming decade in New York City. We're going to walk all the way up. We'll pass Grand Street. You'll see a lot of Chinese restaurants, Chinese shops, lots of Chinese culture in general, being that we are in such close proximity to Chinatown. Also has a gateway to the Lower East Side, which is really, really fun, particularly at night, with different bars and restaurants. This is the Bowery Beer Garden that we're looking at right now. You'll see the signs for the Holland Tunnel. It's such a pain trying to get onto the Holland Tunnel at rush hour because Canal Street gets so backed up. It gets backed up all the way to the Manhattan Bridge during rush hour. Now you can see across the street a lot of these pre-war buildings. My prediction is that over the years a lot of them will continue to get knocked down and redeveloped. You can even see one of them right here with the scaffolding over it. This has been a complete redevelopment. Some of the buildings are in disrepair, so you'll have a lot of kind of buyouts, private equity, real estate developers coming in, purchasing these properties, making a mix of residential as well as mixed-use retail. Lots of good restaurants, though, here on the Bowery, with pretty affordable prices as well. I often frequent some of these restaurants. You have some newer ones here. This is a cool hot pot restaurant. Now, Grand Street will also run you into Little Italy. If you look closely all the way in the distance, you can see the entire skyline of Midtown Manhattan. Starting with the Empire State Building, you could also see Steinway Tower, which is the skinniest residential apartment building in the world. And you could see 520 Fifth Avenue, which is the newest condo building right on 5th. That kind of resembles 130 William a little bit. We'll have a lot of fruit markets, produce, with pretty affordable prices too. Kiwis 5 for $5. Cherries $4 for 2 pounds, or $2 a pound. Really cool buildings. Grand Street, all up and down, you're going to be able to see a ton of people selling things on the street. You can even buy clothes, you can buy shoes, really affordable prices. I actually used to play soccer right over here on Grand Street. There's a soccer field right by the BD train. This is a really good new tea chain. It's called Haiti. They now have locations all over New York City. Across the street, you'll have a lot of the fish markets, lots of Chinese bakeries, just so much variety in terms of things to eat. But if we were to head westbound on Grand Street, you'll run right into Little Italy and Ferrara Bakery, which is one of my favorite bakeries in the city. Here's a quick look at the storefront of Haiti again. left, you're going to have the Bowery Savings Bank. Really cool architecture there, isn't it? You have more restaurants, Japanese barbecue and sushi, all you could eat. Lots of brand new buildings, as you can see across the street. This is a brand new development. You can see it says leasing their flagship retail space. So you have this interesting mix. Like, you could still see some of the original buildings on the Bowery, but in real time you could see the gentrification taking hold. This building here looks like it's going to be sold off or redeveloped. Looks totally blown out. All graffiti all over it. Everything is all boarded up. This is called the Highlight Room. This looks pretty cool. Let's take a walk through here. I think this is a part of Moxie Hotels. Very cool. It's like a bar and lounge. Always like cool, really hip things down here. This is now Broome Street. Broome Street is really cool. We used to have a listing right off of Broome Street, which was a conversion. The condo building used to be a horse stable back in the day for the New York City Fire Department, which is pretty cool. So here you have the Moxie Hotel. It's such a cool new development, but they've really been able to keep the architectural integrity of the building kind of in tune with the Bowery. It's like this exposed concrete. Looks very, very hip. Very cool. And of course, the Belgian block streets look pretty amazing. Now that we're standing back a little bit more, we'll take a look at the Moxie. I really like that brushed concrete on the outside. Again, this is the corner of Broome Street and Bowery. Looks like this is going to be a brand new restaurant or something, you can see. Looks kind of cool on the inside. See a lot of different lighting stores, design stores. Boutiques. It definitely has that kind of underground, quote-unquote, cool feel about it. And this is coming up on Delancey Street. Delancey Street's also very fun. If we were to make a right on Delancey, that will take us all the way to the on-ramp of the Williamsburg Bridge, which will take us out to Brooklyn, New York, or Williamsburg, Brooklyn. This is now the Bowery Station, where you can get the J or the Z trains. Not too far away is Katz's Deli, which is a really, really good Jewish deli. It's right on the corner of Ludlow Street, I believe. And East Houston Street. Cool graffiti all around. Delancey and Christie Street.
Unless you're willing to pay.
That is the Bowery Ballroom. You can see a pretty big line. We'll now get back on Bowery and make a right. Look at that water tower. Such a cool mural on it, on top of it. This is the Bowery and Delancey bus stop. And the Citizen M Hotel right here on the Bowery. So much scaffolding all over it, though. This is now Spring Street. So we are on the corner of Bowery and Spring. This will take you right into the heart of Soho. And we're not too far away from the very famous Prince Street Pizza either. You can see a lot of the new development mixed in with the originality of the neighborhood. This building all the way in the back looks like luxury condominiums. It's a very unique mix, especially this cityscape shot here. You see all those pre-war buildings with the new development in the back. I definitely do notice higher vacancy rates here, right on the Bowery. This is the corner of Bowery and Rivington. You also have a lot of these cool galleries. The Play-Doh at 202 Bowery. This is cool. So this is a new development, 216 Bowery. It looks like you have residential up top and retail on the bottom. These are probably loft style. But again, I definitely notice a larger percentage of the retail on the Bowery vacant. And here we are at Prince Street. So the corner of Bowery and Prince, if you were to make a left, this will bring you right to the very famous Prince Street Pizza. You have the new museum to the right. It says reopening in 2025. Italian and Chinese restaurant pizza ovens. So a lot of industrial shops here. So restaurant equipment, things of that nature. This is now Stanton Street and the Bowery. This is cool, the Bowery Martial Arts Supplies. This is 250 Bowery. These are condos. As you can see, the gentrification. You have a solid core right out, well, in the retail space of the condos. So just to give you an idea, if you wanted to purchase something at 250 Bowery, they have Unit 3A on the market for $1,875,000, and that is a 2-bed, 2-bath. It's actually in contract, so somebody is in contract to purchase it. Your taxes would be $1,679 a month, and your common charges would be $1,650 a month. Definitely the further north you go, as you border like Soho, Nolita, that's when you're going to get a lot of these luxury condos. Now, if you want to rent something in that building, Unit 5E is on the market for $6,000 a month. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 600 square feet, right there at 250 Bowery. So it kind of gives the audience a kind of a general idea on how the Bowery is being gentrified. You even have a nice Whole Foods here on the corner of East Houston Street. Okay, so once you cross northbound of East Houston, that'll bring you into the NoHo neighborhood as opposed to Soho. Here you have more relatively new development, Whole Foods here. It's a really lively area. I really like it. Here we're going to get some amazing views of the Empire. Coming up on East 1st Street. Isn't that a picturesque view? Such a cool view. More cafes and coffee shops here. It says Dark Matter Coffee. These are probably rental apartments here. But you can see the glass buildings kind of encroaching and taking over.
That's disappointing.
And now we're coming up on Bleecker Street. Wow, look at how great this building looks here. This is the corner of East 2nd Street. Man, I love that architecture. We're now headed up towards Astor Place. And Astor Place has changed a lot over the last few years. That really big Starbucks is closed down. But now you have a really nice Wegmans location, which is, in my opinion, one of the best supermarkets ever. Wegmans. huge line for something. This is the very famous Bowery Hotel. I really like the architecture here on the building. .335 the Bowery.
I think maybe even more. Do you know how many was? So the most crazy, the craziest thing is that we had 6 of us on the PDM apartment. I can't.
And here we are on East 3rd Street. Man, what a transformation. It's really pretty down here. Here we have the Bowery Market. Which is like a little culmination of shops, coffee shop places. I'm actually curious about this spot. Hey, can I just get one iced matcha latte?
Yeah, totally. What kind of milk?
May I have regular milk?
Regular milk?
Just whole milk? Thank you.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Go right ahead there. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much.
No worries. I'll get it right on the side.
Cool. Have a great day. Yeah, this place seems pretty cool, right? It's on the corner of Bowery and Great Jones Street.
No, like it was just me.
Let's see how good their matcha is. Very trendy here. Definitely the variety of coffee shops. We'll head all the way up to Astor Place, and I'll show you the Wegmans location. They're actually opening yet another Wegmans on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, just adjacent from Lincoln Center. This is in between East 4th and East 3rd Street.
That's so funny. They rock so hard. They're so bad.
You know, like they said, it was like, oh, you can come, but make sure you have your
Thank you so much.
Okay, there.
Have a good one.
Wait, you know which show you were going to see them by?
Wow, that looks like really strong matcha too. Wow, that's very good. That's like how real matcha is supposed to be. Not sweet at all, no added sugar. It tastes very earthy, like a very earthy taste. It's very good. This is Phoebe's. Let's put my phone away. This bar is usually always packed on the weekends too.
What's that?
And look what we have here, brand new luxury rentals at 2 Cooper. Of course, we're coming up on the very famous Cooper Union. Up here is really the East Village. You're going to have St. Mark's Place. Which is a very, very big college town. Lots of NYU students frequent here.
Hello.
This is the Standard Hotel. This is a very cool place to stay. Now we're going to pass the Cooper Union. Which is a very, very good school. Right as we head up towards Astor Place.
She's not like one of those like kids who like
Such an interesting building, architecturally speaking. But look at how cool the original Cooper Union building is. It's so cool. Again, this is East 7th Street and Cooper Square. Alright everybody, if you enjoyed that walking tour of the Bowery here in New York City, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and as always, we'll see you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.